Here's some more Age of Empires. Found a wolf up here. Opponent is going a little too hard into wood. I'm not sure what he's going to do with it. We saw so many ranged units. We're going to put down a mangonel. We got to grab up these sheep while we can. Hey everyone, welcome back. Good to have you here. We've got some more Age of Empires here, as always. The map is Dry Arabia, and we are up against Adelkork, playing as the Chinese, and we are playing as the Abbasid. I'm trying to get some more of this trade wing action going here. I think I might delay it a little bit this game. We'll still go for it with the feudal age as our first age up, and we'll start to send traders out to a neutral market on the map. But against the Chinese, it's always scary because they are going to probably go for that 2 town center Song Dynasty and just accelerate into the late game. And I'm okay with that as the Abbasid. I'm thinking maybe this will be a macro game. Opponent gain the 2 town centers, Song Dynasty, and then me hopefully leveraging my trade routes and a 2nd town center, perhaps. I'm thinking that could be a pathway into the Castle Age and into the late game for us against this Chinese player. Doing our trade wing opening, just 2 villagers on gold. Pretty much just have them permanently there. Most of my other villagers are just going to food and primarily wood. We're going to use that to produce archers. We're hoping for a large archer mass, a little bit of spearmen to back it up, and just put pressure on my opponent, keep them in their base as we start to get traders out. And we're going to pick up the double broadaxe upgrade here. And yep, there is our camel archer coming out. Looking good. Now we need to scout. We need to scout what my opponent is up to. We need to know where our angle of attack might be. And I believe we're going to send a villager. Yep, we're going to send a villager out to the front lines. I didn't want his scout spotting it, but yeah, we'll head on in. And him spotting my camel archer on the way over, he's rapidly going to put down an archery range. And that's going to be the right move. He should probably supervise it, to be honest. He needs to get out an archer or 2. He's up to 425 stone. He can use that to put down his 2nd town center. We're picking away at the Imperial official. That hurt. Camel archer taking a lot of damage there. The problem is my opponent is actually already in the Song Dynasty. So the Barbican on the Sun is already up. And that means Jugnu are going to start to come out. Putting down an outpost, we just kind of want good vision here. We're pretty sure that the Barbican has secured some other resource. And you can see how safe my opponent has been. Actually went with the mill, not even at the berries, went with it at the town center here. That way he can gather taxes from the mill, but he doesn't actually have to go out onto the map to gather food. And it's given him an incredibly strong defensive position. There's nothing I can do here. His gold is secured by the Barbican. He has sheep to keep his food coming, and he's got his wood line secured by his town center as well. So I'm losing my my army up front to these Jugnu. We just don't quite have the composition for it. We need horsemen. But he's got 4 Jugnu in the queue. And yeah, the villager production is starting to really accelerate. Partly I may have missed a few villager productions simply because I was low on food, because we're spending a lot of resources on traders, on military units. And we're trying to put on more pressure, but he's already up to 7 Jugnu, and when we see them coming out, yeah, we know that we cannot hold this position. We're going to have to back off, probably have to cancel the archery range, And we really need to get out. Oh, we're going to lose our... Oh, he didn't even get a shot out. That's painful. We'll have to cancel, yeah, the archer range and pull back. Putting down more production, and primarily we want that stables. The horsemen are going to do well against his Jugnu. So I'd really like to, maybe instead of a second archer range, maybe a second stables instead. And maybe start rallying villagers over to food. Probably send more over to these berries. We could maybe take these berries as well. Let's see. Okay, looks like we are getting the Grand Bazaar. We were a little slow to spend our gold. Unfortunate there. And we don't want to completely fall back. I want to get out 1 or 2 horsemen and then see if he has stopped producing Jugnu to see if we can maybe put pressure back on him, because we really need to buy time for these traders to pay off. And we're going to try to get a trickle of stone just to maybe get a second town center if he is castle aging behind this. But it looks like he's spending his resources. He's pretty much just producing units here. Okay, market, we're only up to 3 traders. Could probably queue up a few more. We've got the wood and gold for it. We really need more food because we need more of these horsemen getting produced. And we are making another scout. I like that. We don't want to blindly engage on his units. And he's wisely starting to mix in spearmen. Maybe he has spotted the stables going up on the back here. Let's see. That brief pop of vision, I don't see any scouts. I think this is his scout right here. Picking off the scout in the front, and now we're going to try and charge down these Jugnu, getting good stabs from the horsemen. That was a good pickup right there. But we should wait for the scout to show up before we further engage, because it could be the case that he's still making an army, and he definitely is. He's got a lot of wood. This could be his second town center here, but now he's coming forward with his Jugnu. Ooh! Snipes down my horsemen, my spearmen. I'm just not paying attention. And now we're just seeing too many Jugnu. We're going to back off. We're not totally behind in military production, but he is accelerating. I've just got a camel archer in queue. We really need to spend this. Yeah, we need to spend these resources, get more horsemen out. Yeah, I would have loved that second stables here. That would have been the right choice. Economic units, we're trying to keep up. Keep in mind that he does have the Song Dynasty, so he's producing a lot of villagers here. And now I should give a slight spoiler for this game. This game was very frustrating, and I believe it has kind of broken me out of my mindset of we can play ranked mode seriously, we can get ahead. There's good players out there that we're going to play, and the games are going to be engaging, they're going to be interesting, and we're going to see a variety of strategies. Unfortunately, this game is an example of a not-so-fun strategy. In major Age of Empires tournaments, there is a rule set for most tournaments that you cannot put down stone walls until the Castle Age. The reason for this being that you can do this strategy, where as the Chinese, you gather up stone and then basically build a stone wall into your opponent's base and just make it built straight towards their 2 landmarks. With his Jugnu up on these stone walls, he receives 66% less damage from ranged attacks, and their ranged is increased by 2. So he has all of his villagers up here, or most of them. He has all of his Jugnu here, and he's just going to move in with his rams and win the game. There's nothing really an Abbasid player can do against this. It's just kind of a cheesy strategy that is still in the game. The only way I really could have put a stop to this is if I had stopped his villagers from building it out here, but good luck with that. It's Chinese villagers building stone walls. They put them up in a few seconds. So seeing this, I think I'm going to take a slight break from the 1v1 ranked ladder until there's some more balance changes, because there's just nothing I can do about this. And if I like playing as the Abbasid and I just end up playing against Chinese opponents, this is going to happen to me nonstop. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing. I think we're going to try out some 2v2 ranked matches. So look forward to some team games in the future, and we'll see maybe a different dynamic there. Catch you for the next game.